Hello again, it's Noob, and today we get to look at this hooks only Lockmaster pick set. That is, if you think that deforest profiles are hooks, and I think we can count them as a type of hook, can't we? Now, for full disclosure, this pick set was sent to me for the purposes of review and to keep by Wendt themselves. I have worked with Wendt in the past. In fact, I helped design some of the pick profiles and helped in the testing of this handle system alongside Talon Pick, who actually curated this set with Wendt themselves. So yes, I have worked with Wendt in the past. I hope to continue to work with them in the future, and I think that's all the disclosure I need to give right now. So let's crack on with the actual review. So this is part of, I'd say, a relatively recent trend for lockpick sets to come as basically hooks only. Maybe some hooks and half diamonds or deforest profiles, but definitely no true rakes. And I think this is to appeal to that subset of pickers, which you may argue is the majority of the intermediate and experienced pickers out there, who just prefer to use hook profiles for that single pin picking thrill. This set also comes with a plethora of turning tools as well. We have some classic double-ended pry bar style top of the keyway turners, but we also have some bottom of the keyway turners here, and these all come in different thicknesses, as you'd imagine, so you see the different widths there and the different thicknesses of the profiles. You'd have to go to the website to find out exactly what, because it'd get a bit boring if I was telling you exactly the widths and thicknesses of all of these, but believe me, there's plenty there, and some standalone top of the keyway turners, and I actually in some way prefer these for a lot of locks than the pry bars, and again these come in different widths and thicknesses as well. So yeah, you get 11 different turners, which I think is really good. Technically I guess you get 14 different turning ends, but yes, there's a lot of turners, and as well as all of these hook profiles. Let's have a look at the hook profiles. So what do we have? And basically these just go up in terms of size. So we start out with the shorter hooks, probably I haven't really measured from shortest, so it's a nice little short hook here, to a short flat hook, which I think is a tiny bit taller, so you get that increase in depth for the types of locks. I think a lot of pickers prefer to start with a short hook and then move up if you can't pick some of those higher set pins. Then we have like a gem profile, that's sort of short to medium hook. Then we have a true medium hook here. Then we get to really deep hooks, sort of a true medium hook there. And then we get a deep hook, an extra deep hook, and there we go, the deforest half diamond, which is a popular pick. I quite like using it. Something about it, it feels more intuitive in terms of pick placement than some of the deep hooks. But yeah, you can see here that this is incredibly hook heavy. Loads of different hook depths there. These are all 0.6mm spring stainless steel, and that's around 23 to 24 thousandths of an inch, a really nice sweet spot. So yeah, a load of different hook heights and profiles there. Yeah, and what more can you say? I mean, that's a lot of hooks. And I do have to just focus you on these handles a little bit that Talon Pick and myself worked with Wendt on, because these are replaceable. Wendt sell these two-sided screws and different color handles for you to customize your pick set. And if after many years, hopefully, of use, if your picks do fail or fatigue or break, you can actually just get a new pick and put these scales back on. So you're not having to throw away perfectly nice handles. You can basically just replace the broken or damaged picks as you need with your handles, or like I said, customize your pick set so you can have, I don't know, your rakes in green and your diamonds in purple and your normal hooks in blue, whatever you like. So it's just worth pointing out that these are a really good feature of a set like this. These are these replaceable, reusable handles which you can customize your pick set with, but all of these come assembled in the kit like this, which is really nice. So they're ready to go. we'll do some demos now before I come on to some conclusions, and I'll just pick a bunch of locks. I probably won't pick with every single profile on here. I don't think that's necessary, but I'll just choose whichever one I fancy for a couple of demo picks. To start off with, I've got this really big chunky Ace Hardware lock, and I think it has lots of spools in, and I just want that ultra deep hook because I'm going to go picking literally from the bottom of that keyway all the way to the top. So this will be a nice test of that super deep hook. I've got one of the short end top of the keyway turners there as well, and I'm just making sure I've got some focus on the front of the lock so it doesn't keep blurring as I pick. And we're going to go in there and see what we can find. So just going along and just trying to push up on any of the pins that feel like they're binding. Oh, already pin 1 here. It's giving me a bit of feedback, and that feels like it's been set. Okay, a little click at the back, going back through, and what we're doing is we're just going through every pin and tapping them as I go. Just set pin 2 there, and anything that feels like it needs to be lifted up, we'll just put extra pressure on the pick and lift these pins up to their shear line, and already setting 5 and 4 and 3 here now. That feels good, and we're just going back through the lock, and you hear those clicks. It's because there's like lots of spool pins in here, and we're just getting into that position where eventually we'll get into a nice full set and then be able to pick our way out. So here's that full set, and now we're going to push down on the pins to get that counter rotation like this, staying on the pins, and you'll see how once the pins have been picked, once they've given that counter rotation and set, then the whole core should turn back. So here's another pin 3, I think, and we just hold that, and then we don't lose our full set. I think right to the back now, the last pin at the back, and just make sure that we bounce on that pin to make sure that we get that full set back. There we go. Oh, another one here which is really nice. I can feel pin 4 here, I think, and we've got an open. Look at that. Nice little Abus lock and the flat topped hook. I'm just going to go in and see what I can play about with. So pin 1 there, 5, nothing on 4, 3 I can feel. Nice click. Just checking 1 again, 2, a little click, back onto 3, anything on 4, oh, into a full set. Really nice full set now. So now we're just going to go who needs picking, and it doesn't feel like 1 or 2. Let's try pin 3 here, bit of counter rotation, and we're open. If we can get that to open up, there we go, lovely. I have this Avocet padlock, which I've got a nice bottom keyway turner for, and I'm going to use this like almost gem style profile. So I'm just going to go in and just see what I can pick. I think pin 1 is a really high set on this. Going back through, pin 5 there, little click and back into the full set. Pin 2 here, let's have a look. Yeah, into that full set. Pin 1 feels fine. I think it's pin 6 at the back now. Counter rotation, and we are open. Because we can, let's go with this DeForest half diamond on one of my favourite locks to pick. This True Value padlock. Got lovely spool pins in and really lovely feedback. I wish I had more of these, I really do. It's just one of those really nice sort of feedbacky locks that always picks nicely. There we go, and got the open, and I was using that top of keyway pry bar, one of the thicker ones. And last, by no means least, we've got a 6-pin Euro cylinder, and I'm going to choose a combination of a very short and a medium hook to try and pick this. So just going to go in and have a feel around inside the lock for anything that I think needs to just be picked and lift it up. You'll hear those clicks as I'm setting, or at least partially setting, the pins. And what we're trying to do is get ourselves into hopefully a false set, which means we pick all the sort of standard pins and we're resting on spool pins on the inside. Hear these lovely clicks I go through. Pin at the back, I think. Yeah, into a false set. So that was pin 6 into a false set. I'm going to go in now with the medium hook and see whether I got any counter rotation. Oh, I hit pin 1 into a deeper false set, and it's giving me some more feedback. So I'm going to try to set pin 1 with this medium hook, if I can. That feels good. I've got another pin here which feels like it's a higher set. That's pin 3 and 2 there. I haven't got that big false set back though, so I'm going to go back to pin 6 at the back, and we got the open. Look at that. So short hook to get a first pass, medium hook to set those really high set pins, and then short hook to hit that pin 6 right at the back again. So a good combination. There we go. I genuinely hope you enjoyed those little demos. Any chance to get picking a lock is always fun for me. So time to do some conclusions. I like to do some pros, some cons, just some general thoughts, talk about pricing, all the rest of it. So pros, what do I like about this set? I love the fact that it's just pure hooks, and obviously the deforest half diamond, I think it's a hook, sort of, fight me. It's fine, it's what it is. I like that. I like the fact it's a range from extremely short to extremely long. And look, I've just messed up my... This took ages to get all aligned as well, just messed them up. But let's not cry about that. You can see the difference in the hook heights here, can't you? Really cool. So that's really good. I think 0.6 millimeters, that 23 to 24 thousandths of an inch is a really nice thickness. I think it's a good general thickness. It's robust. It gives good feedback, and I think that you know, it's not going to be something which you have to baby that much. It's a nice thickness for this type of pick. It's probably worth talking about the handles as well as another pro. I keep messing this up. These handles are super comfortable. Now, I was involved, like I said, with Talonpick in the development of the profiles and testing of these handles and the handle system. But they are good. I'm not going to deny it. They're comfortable, they're good, they're reusable, they're customizable with different colors if you want to purchase them. You can buy new screws. If you want to, you can just have them as bare metal handles if you prefer that, or put shrink tube on. But you know, it gives you that huge amount of flexibility. And these are injection molded, so they're not 3D printed or anything like that. So they're just a really nice, high quality handle, and they feel very, very comfortable. And you know, I do like these. I think they're slept on an awful lot, if I was to be honest with you. And I think that more people should experience this handle system because they are really great. Another big bonus, I think, is the amount of turners. I mean, there's just so many turning tools. Is that a problem? No, because you can never have enough. Even if there's 14 different turning ends, you know, which is a lot, and this will work on loads of locks. It's just great to have that many turning tools in a set because I can never have enough. I really can't. And another bonus is this case. It's a nice case. It's not leather. I've got it upside down as well, but it's a nice case, and there's loads of room in here for more picks. It's zipped as well, which is a good thing because it means that once it's zipped up, you know, it's very unlikely anything's going to escape through the top of the case or come loose or anything like that. So that's really, really nice as well. In terms of finish, everything is tumbled really nicely. So there's no like sharp edges on here. The tips are nice and tumbled. Everything is really nicely finished in terms of its smoothness. But I will come on to some cons, or at least slight negatives, in that whilst that is true, the overall sort of finishing isn't tumbled to a perfect shine or anything like that. These are just as they came out of the tumbler. There's no extra sort of polish or finishing on these, so they can look a bit dull. So if the looks of the, you know, the finish are a problem for you, then you may not like the finish on these picks, but that isn't to say they're not tumbled or well finished. It's just that they're not, they haven't got that kind of polish finish to them. And that may or may not matter to you. And that is another thing which you probably should be aware of, is that these are, I don't know how they coat these, but they are obviously steel turners, and they are somehow coated with a black finish. It's not paint, I don't think. It could be some anodizing, I'm not sure. But as you use these, they will obviously just wear off slightly over time, because it's like I said, it's a coating. So as you use these turners, that coating will wear off over time. You could, of course, just run some 1500, 2000 grit wet and dry paper over your picks to give them that nice, perfect shine, should you wish and you have the time to do so. But it's not necessary in terms of the function of these picks, and they do all work really well. So what does a set like this set you back? Well, I tried to do conversions on this, but obviously they're only accurate at the time I did the conversions. They don't include sort of shipping and your import taxes and duty and all that kind of stuff. But on the website right now, including tax, it is €72.53, which is around $80.65 at the time of filming, or £61.87 at the time of filming, which I think for a set with so many turners a case and really nice reusable handled picks isn't too bad. It's not the cheapest, but it's certainly not the most expensive. And like I said, I think, you know, when you take into account the number of turners and the really nice handles that you get on this, that is pretty good pricing at this day and age. But yeah, overall, I think it's a really nice set. I think Talonpick curated this really nicely. Good range of tools, good range of picks, loads of different pick depths here. If you are into hooks, this actually might be a really good set for you. If you're looking for loads of rakes, not for you at all. But that being said, you could always add more picks to that case. There's plenty of room left over in that, should you wish. So yeah, let me know what you think to this set in the comments below. I do actually read all the comments, and I do try to reply to as many as I can. If you like this video or want to see more videos like it, hit like, smash that subscribe. It really does help me out. It really does help my channel out. Other than that, all I can say is stay safe, happy picking, and I'll see you all next time.